Well done.
You're gonna listen to what you're doing is
Talking to all the stars.
Hold up.
Okay, fine. Thank you.
The Celebrity Spot with Lori G.
Welcome to the Celebrity Spot. I'm your host, Lori G. This episode is very special because I have a very special guest on today from One Sotheby's Realty and a YouTuber, Jonathan Vega. How are you doing?
Hi, I'm doing great. Great now that I'm here on the podcast. Thank you so much for having me. I'm super excited.
No problem. I'm excited too. Tell me when you're ready.
I'm ready. I'm ready when you are.
Okay, let's get started.
Let's do it.
The first question, what made you want to become a realtor?
So what made me want to become a realtor? So, going back a little bit, in high school, I was a tutor. I tutored kids. And when I graduated from high school, I was planning on continuing tutoring the kids. But then the parents of the kids asked me to come work with them in the company, at my company now, which is One Sotheby's International Realty. So then they asked me to start working there instead of tutoring the kids. And I was like, yeah, let's do it. So graduated high school. And then 2 weeks later, I started in the business as an assistant. That's really how I got into it. I don't have family or anybody that's actually in the business. So I didn't even know what a mortgage was when I was taking my course. And mind you, I just got out of high school, so didn't know what a mortgage was. So didn't know anything.
Yeah.
And I took the course, passed the course, took the state exam, passed it, and then I got my license, and I was an assistant for some time, and now we're here. So that's kind of how I got into the business. Nothing family related.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm loving it. I really am. I've had great mentors and a lot of people to really help me throughout. So I'm really grateful for that. I worked as an assistant for 3 years, and then went out on my own. And I started working with a team, with the number 2 team in my company. I worked with them for a while, maybe for 9 months, and then again, I as of recently, maybe 5 months ago, I went out on my own officially and starting my own business. So I've learned from the best, and it's been a lot of fun. I've had, again, great people beside me to mentor me. So I'm really grateful for that.
That's amazing.
Fun. You gotta have fun. You gotta enjoy what you do. That's very important.
What area of Miami do you focus on?
So I focus, I do a lot. I've done from, Cutler Bay up to Brickell. I have a project that I'm selling in Coconut Grove. I have a condo I'm selling in Brickell, the Flatiron. I even have a property for sale in Hialeah. So, I'm really in just Miami-Dade. If it's anything outside of Miami-Dade, I won't do it. I'll more than likely just refer it out to an agent that I know. So if somebody is considering buying in Broward or somewhere up north or an area I don't know, I always be sure to put them in contact with someone who I think would do a good job. I never leave my clients hanging. So yeah, that's mainly the areas that I do. A lot down to the south.
Right. So you're everywhere.
Yeah, Miami-Dade. I'm from, like I said, I have in Hialeah now, and I have in Brickell, and I have in Coconut Grove. I've sold in Pinecrest. I've sold in South Miami. I've sold in downtown. In terms of Dade County, I'm very familiar. Born and raised here. This is, we met in Pinecrest Elementary. So
yes.
I am a Miami native, and I know my roots. I know the streets. I know everything like the palm of my hand. So if it's Dade County, I know it. If it's Broward County, I don't know it. So I stick to what I know.
Good to know.
Yeah. It's important. It's important. I'm not going to do something that I'm not aware of. It wouldn't make sense. In terms of my clients, if I'm selling a house and I don't know the area, what kind of realtor is that? A realtor kind of needs to know the area. So
right.
Stick to what you know. Stick to what I know.
Do you have any advice for people who are looking for a house?
Any advice for people who are looking for for a house? Yes, of course. Just call me. That's it. No, I'm kidding. Well, not kidding. Well, like I'm kidding, but I'm not kidding.
Right.
But besides that, any advice is, really, your credit's really important.
Okay.
When you're buying a house, credit's important. Make sure you're paying your bills on time and keeping that credit at a good score. Because if your credit's at a good score and your income is good, and you're keeping your debt low, you could qualify for more, and you could probably get a low interest rate. So, if you have a lot of debt and if your credit score is bad, you may not qualify. And if you do qualify, maybe your interest rate will be high. So I'd say try not to have so much debt. Really manage and keep that credit score high. Those are things that are really important. And then the second thing that I would say is before you go looking for houses, it's important to get your finances in order. So speak with like a mortgage broker or a lender, and that way you can get pre-approved for buying. Because a lot of people they jump the gun. They say, oh, I'm going to buy a house. Let me go out and take a look at a house. But you take a look at a house, and that house you may not be able to afford. Because let's say you fall in love with this house, it's $400,000, and then you go and, all right, let me make an offer. And then you find out you can't afford $400,000. You just wasted your time and everybody else's time.
Yeah.
So it's better to get pre-approved, know what you can afford, and then you go out and look. Definitely I'd say start with a realtor. Call me, and then I can put you in contact with mortgage brokers, lenders, and all that. And any realtor, if you're not in Miami or whatever, any realtor, they can be in good contact or in contact with good lenders or people that can help you with that.
I always wanted to know, have you sold a house to a famous person yet?
Have I sold a house to a famous person yet?
Yeah.
Hopefully I'll sell it to you one day, because then that means because you'll be famous one day. So then I'll sell it to you. But have I sold a house to a famous person yet? A baseball player? I didn't really know who he was.
Okay.
I'm not going to say his name, but yeah, baseball player. I've showed houses. I will say this. I've showed a house to Nicky Jam.
Okay.
I showed a house.
That's big.
That's big. Nicky Jam.
Yeah.
Osuna.
Oh, that's crazy.
You know Osuna, right?
Yeah.
That's the guy. I love Osuna.
Mm-hmm.
I wish, hopefully Bad Bunny's next. I really want to meet Bad Bunny. So
awesome.
Hopefully I meet Bad Bunny next. But yeah, Osuna, Nicky Jam, basketball players like Carlos Boozer. I showed it to a picture of the Marlins. I've showed, I feel like I'm missing one big one. I think the big one was Osuna.
Yeah.
I've shown to a few celebrities. Celebrities are fun. They're fun.
Yeah.
They're fun. But those are like the ones that I can think off the top of my head. I feel like I'm forgetting one, but I'm sure if I think about it, or if it comes across I'm sure I'll remember later, and then I'll remember. I'll tell you. But man, they're super cool people, super genuine, down to earth. Oh, Luis Fonsi. Now that I'm thinking about it, a lot of Spanish artists.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, Luis Fonsi, Osuna, Nicky Jam.
Yeah.
I met a lot of Spanish artists, so yeah, that's pretty cool. Now that I'm thinking about it, so yeah, those are the ones I can think off the top of my head
That's awesome. A lot of Latin flavor.
That's it. Hey, I love my Spanish music, so it only makes sense. The next one has to be Bad Bunny, though.
Yeah.
So if Bad Bunny listens to this podcast, Bad Bunny, please, when you're coming to buy a house, let me know, because I want to meet you, man. I want to meet you.
Yes. And what inspired you to create your own YouTube channel?
Oh, so, I've always wanted to do a YouTube channel ever since I've always, even when I was, I've never said this. This is the first time I'm coming out and saying this to people. But when I was in, middle school and high school, I would make YouTube videos of me singing. Believe it or not. I always thought I was a good... Yeah. Mm-hmm. I thought I was a good singer.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
Yeah, nobody knows that. Now everybody knows that. And they're still out there, but you won't be able to find them. So
Right.
maybe one day I'll release them and let people know. But yeah, they're still out there. I can't delete them. But yeah, I used to record videos of me singing and you know, I would have fun with it. I always wanted to do something with YouTube. It was just something I always thought was super cool. You can be creative, you can be yourself, and really just express your thoughts and your feelings, and like there's no limitations, which I love. So yeah, I got in the business, and you know, I'd always thought about doing it, but I was always scared because I was like, what would I talk about? Like, what is there to talk about? I'm so scared of doing it. But yeah, one day, I mean, I was just like, you know, after going out on my own and, you know, not being an assistant anymore, I was like, you know, this is my time to take you know, to just do it already. Like, when I told people I was creating a vlog, I didn't even have my first vlog yet. I didn't even know what I was going to make it about. But I was just like, let me just say I'm going to do it, and then I'll figure it out. I know I'll figure it out.
Right.
So, man, I just put it out. I let the world know about it, and I delivered. I just put it out there. You know, it's something. It's a way for me to express my thoughts and to really just be myself. And ever since I've done the YouTube videos, I'm just being more myself and like expressing the way doing things that it's like a side hustle. It's like a side thing that I really enjoy and that constantly keeps me creative. Like, I'm always thinking of ideas like, all right, what do I do next? What's next? Like, just a different way to provide value or to have fun or make someone smile or make someone laugh. That was really it. I mean, like I said, I have fun with it. I mean, I've jumped in pools with my suits. I've ruined suits of mine for the vlog. I jumped in the ocean. I jumped in the ocean with my cap and gown, and then I made it on the news.
Yes.
And then,
too.
you know, yeah, we did it all for a good cause. And, you know, again, it's just having fun and like being lighthearted, because I mean, some people are too serious out there, and I feel like, you know, in business especially too, you know, a lot of people are very, you know, always serious, but there's no need to always be serious. You need to have fun with things. You need to be able to have fun with what you're doing. So that's my way of finding out or figuring out a way to have fun with what I'm doing. I really do have fun with the vlog. I get really creative with it. So that's really what motivated me to do it. And it's just, you know, just keeps me busy. I put one out every week, so it really does keep me busy.
I'll put down a link to your YouTube channel so my listeners can find it and watch your videos.
Sweet. Yeah, it's nice and easy. It's just my name.
Yeah.
So I'll send you that link. YouTube.com/Jonathan Vega.
Where can my listeners find your website and on social media?
So, my website, basically, I try to keep everything the same. On my Instagram, I'm at Jonathan M. Vega. My website is jonathanmvega.com. What a quinky dink. Yeah, I try to make it streamlined. I do that. That's like my Twitter. And like everything else is basically the same, Jonathan M. Vega. So, yeah, that's my Instagram. My Instagram is where I do like my daily vlog. So I'm sure you've seen me do my dances, right? My TikTok dances.
Yes, I've seen them. They're actually really good.
You think so? You're not just telling me that, are you?
No, actually, like, they're really good. I wouldn't do TikTok because I'm not really that flexible and like coordinated in dances. At least you're doing it.
Yeah, but you can still get on TikTok and have some fun. There's no reason why not. TikTok is so much fun. I mean, I honestly love that app because I'm seeing people dance like just being themselves. That's what really that app is just people being themselves, which I think is awesome. You know, so everybody's always like, about professional and don't dance. Hey, man, if you want to dance, just dance. If you want to sing, just sing. Like, who cares? Stop being so serious. You got one life and one life only, so you gotta have fun with it. But yeah, that's how you find my social. That's how you find my social media pages where you can see me be goofy and be myself, I guess. Yeah.
I have one last question for you.
All right, let's hear it.
Do you have any advice for someone who is interested in working in the realty industry?
My advice is always to start working with the best. Learn from the best. Don't, it sounds so great, especially when a market is doing so good. It sounds so great to just, hey, let me get my license because I'm 18. I got my diploma and it's easy to get. Let me just get my license, start selling showing homes.
It's
not just turning on lights and showing apartments and showing houses. It's not. If it were that easy, then it's not that easy. Let me just say it's not that easy. So my advice is just work with a team or the best of the best. Like, I worked as an assistant for 3 years. I'm not saying what I did was perfect or correct. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that I had a learning curve. My 3 years working side by side with a top producing agent, I learned how to negotiate. I learned how to treat clients. I learned how to show properties. I learned how to take pictures of properties. I learned everything from someone who's been doing it for years and who has produced and made good money from it. So stop. The people that start in the business, if you get your license and you start right away, it's like you're just throwing yourself out there for failure. And that's fine. You know, we're all going to fail, but you're just going to have to learn everything from scratch. And what would take me or someone who's working with as an assistant or working with a top producer, would take them a year to learn, might take you 3 years to learn, 4 years to learn. So I always say work with a top person, and that's in anything, not even just real estate, like attorneys, doctors, anything. Work with somebody who knows what they're doing, who's known, and learn from them. I mean, there's no need to just, reinvent the wheel. Just go out there, learn from them, and then you can go out and make the adjustments, see how they've done it, and then make the business your own. And that's what I've done. But now I'm just making things my own, adding a little twist and flair to it, a little bit more, some dances and stuff. So that's my advice for not only real estate, but really anybody getting in any profession is just learn from the best.
I totally agree.
If I can add something too,
yes, of course.
If you're young and you're living at home and you don't have many expenses or anything, like, why don't you try working with someone for free? I mean, yeah, obviously you want to make some money, but if you can't find a job with someone that's doing well in a certain business, work for someone for free. Offer to work for free. Say, hey, I'll work for you for free for a month. And if you like the value that I provide for you, you can start paying me. If not, then I'll find something else. It's just, you got to put yourself out there. You got to put yourself out there and get experience and learn and just be hungry. Like, you got to want it more than anybody else. And that's really what I constantly promote on my social media and everything that I do. That's where I go. Sorry if I'm rambling.
It's okay. I totally agree. Like, in everything you said, in every aspect,
I love to talk. So if that's the deadly thing about putting me on a podcast is that
well, it's your first one, I heard.
Yeah. By the time it releases, it's gonna be the first one. So I'm excited. And it's, again, thank you so much for having me.
Now I would like to take the time to thank Jonathan Vega for doing this interview with me. And to all my listeners, thank you for always listening to my podcast and for always supporting me. Now, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and press the subscribe button. Also press the notification button so you'll be notified when the next episode will come out. I'm so excited for the future episodes. I can't wait to tell you all about it. With that being said, this has been the Celebrity Spot. I'm your host, Lori G.
Now